guys, the First Customs here. Really excited about today's video. We've got a table full of parts. We're gonna build us a Kraton 6S. Probably is gonna end up with an 8S power system. Right now we're still in the plannings of that. We have a 6S power system here for it, just a stock power system we're gonna start with, just for some testing once we get the chassis all together. But anyways, the big deal today is we've received the very last package to put this truck together. I ended up having half the pieces for this truck kind of kicking around from a Typhon Truggy conversion I was doing. So once I had all the knuckles and drive shafts and stuff kind of laying around, I found a good deal on a chassis that was on sale, so I ordered a chassis one day. And from there it just went. I started grabbing some hop-up parts and some stock parts, and if it wasn't for Jennysrc, they wouldn't make you wouldn't be able to do this, because I'll explain that in a little bit. It would cost you a fortune to build a truck the way I am, but because of Jennysrc we can do this. But anyways, so from Jennysrc I received the last package that I need. Now this one came in a special kind of shipping package, I think, because looks like their standard bubble wrap. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's really flat. This contains my diffs and the hardware kit for the entire truck. So big bag of screws and hinge pins and all kinds of good stuff like that, all the pieces we need, and complete diffs, diff cases, outdrive cups, bearings, everything. So we've got complete diffs. They're quite large. 1.83 pounds, this says it weighs, and it feels like nothing. So so we're gonna go ahead and open this up and check it out. And nothing! Okay guys, seriously. This package came in, yeah, it's empty. It looks like it was slit open, probably. I'm in Canada, and this is coming from the States. So this package came and, probably took me almost 2 weeks to get it. It goes through the border, so customs checks it out. Sometimes they cut the packages open. It looks like this time they cut the package open, didn't tape it back up or anything, and my nice big bag of parts is gone. So I contacted Canada Post about this, and they basically told me they wouldn't have delivered it like this. So I went in and seen them and told them, but this was in my envelope slot, folded. If it had parts in it, it wouldn't have fit in my envelope slot. So I kind of got the girl to see it from my point of view for a second, and she looked and looked and looked in the back and seeing if it just maybe slipped out of the package or something like that. I was hoping best case scenario, this just happened and it's chilling in the back of somebody's delivery vehicle or something. So they did a tracking for it over a couple of days and found nothing. So in the meantime, I contacted Jennysrc to ask them if they could do anything to see, what happened. I had not noticed the 1.83 pound customs declaration that's on it. There's a little weight symbol on it, and it states clearly 1.83 pounds. So they put that on when it went through customs, I guess. So that means it came into Canada intact. So somewhere between customs and me, it didn't make it here. So I told Jennysrc all of this basically, and they asked if there was they're the ones who pointed at the weight symbol, and they asked about it, and I sent them a picture of it. I was completely upfront with them, and with no argument or no hassle or anything, they just offered to replace my order. So that is awesome. This is $182.39 Canadian that was in that bag. I felt sick to my stomach at night over this. That was a bummer getting an empty package for sure. I never wanted to see anybody have to go through that. It kind of sucks. You work for your money and you pay your hard-earned money for a product or whatever, and you don't receive it. It really sucks. So these guys came good for it. They're sending me a new package. In the meantime, I'd done a little more research, so I'd upgraded. I had them swap out and upgrade to the EXB diffs, and just made sure that they had the right hardware kit. So I got to talk to somebody over that. So that was pretty exciting. So back to what we're building is a V5 Kraton. So this is going to be a 2020, I guess, Kraton V5. I'm just going to take you guys really quickly through the parts and show you what we've got. So, we've got a stainless steel screw kit from RC Screws. I'm going to use mostly these screws, but I've also ordered a hardware kit for the truck. We've got the Arrma long wheelbase chassis. This is huge, by the way. Like, these chassis are massive. It's hard to show how large it is. I wish I had a 10th scale chassis to lay this beside, but that's what gets me most excited about building this truck. We got the V5 center brace. Got our towers. Got some hexes. These are special to these are what you need to trugify Typhon, because of that lip that's on the back of the hex right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. So they stick out a little bit, so this way your larger wheels, the copper heads, won't rub on the inside hubs and whatnot. So anyways, if you're trugifying a Typhon, that's what you need. That's the first part, and you need a couple other parts. I'm going to go through that in a later video. We have these massive shocks. Oh, like I say, all these parts get me excited because they're so big compared to the 10th scale truck that I had. The Typhon was the last, trugified Typhon was the last Arrma that I had. I just got rid of that truck basically to finish building this truck. So we got our drive shafts, center brace mounts. These are nice as GPM. They're all our turnbuckles, so they're nice and heavy duty, looking thick, thicker than a Snickers, like my wife. Got a motor mount, sexy sliding motor mount. I don't even know if we're gonna end up using that. We'll use half the parts in this bag, but I don't know if we're gonna end up using the motor mount in this because I'm leaning towards the 4985 setup for this truck. So, but we're gonna start with the stock 6S BLX 2050 kV and the BLX 185 ESC. So we're gonna start with that. That's a good power plant, and we'll see how it works. EXB steering bell crank. Here's our knuckles, front and rear. Got our bearings inside already. So this is how these guys make this portable. We got our massive, like look at the size of these things. I don't know if you guys can get a view, but the size of my hand. Actually they're a fair bit bigger than my hand. These are monstrous A-arms. So front and rear arms all in one bag. Nice. So anyways, that's what I was saying. This is how these guys can do this at Jennysrc. You can order stuff like this. This is $29 US. $29.95 US. Plus shipping. So by the time it got to my door, I don't know, 35 bucks. Now, what this is every piece of the truck, that's every plastic piece of the truck, basically. So they disassemble these trucks to sell the parts for repair, or, you know, people, I guess, bash the trucks a lot and break them a lot and need a bunch of parts. Well, you can buy entire bags of parts for these trucks that are just takeoff parts. So this is my battery mount, my bumpers, my roll cage, my center braces, sway bars, all my radio case. There's a ton of parts in here, all your side skirts and everything for your chassis. So basically all your plastics, all your extras for 30 bucks. Thank you. That's what we need. We got a buggy body here. I've decided to go with a desert style buggy body. So we're gonna paint that up. Pretty excited about that. Should look pretty good, especially with the big wing on the back. So the last couple of parts we're waiting for are the wing and the... These are a good size motor. So the wing, hardware kit, and diffs are on their way in the replacement order. Wing was something I actually forgot about. I just didn't even notice I didn't have it. So this I pulled from my Typhon before I sold it, or before I even advertised it, because I pulled a few parts from the Typhon just to because I had the plastic parts kicking around, the stock parts, so I thought, why not save some money? Hot racing servo arm and fixed link, and we've got a Power HD servo, waterproof 25 kg servo in an M2C aluminum mount. So this is beautiful, nice stuff, nice. So what I'm gonna run for this truck for radio wise is my RC6GS, which is a radio link. This is my Basher radio. It seems to be just a really good little radio. Like, they feel kind of cheap, but they work awesome. I've covered this in some previous videos. I would almost like to do a review on this radio and some customization that you can do to this radio as far as throwing a LiPo battery in them and whatnot. You can even do an RF extender. I've just got a GoPro mount on the front of mine, just quickly to stuck it on there. Makes running by yourself a lot easier. But these are an awesome little radio for the money. $119 Canadian, I think they are. Free shipping. And it comes with R7FG radio link telemetry receiver. So they come with a little telemetry link, 6-channel receiver. Now the telemetry link it comes with, they actually look a little different. This is an XT90 plug that I've done onto this one. They usually come with an XT60 for inline. So, but you can do whatever kind of plug you want. So this just plugs into your telemetry port, and that gives you your battery voltage and everything right on your radio, which is super nice while you're running. You don't have to worry about low voltage cutoff if you can kind of keep an eye on it yourself. I would always have low voltage cutoff set, of course, but you don't have to worry too much when you're out running. You can watch your radio and come back in and change your battery before your battery gets too low, which is nice. So these guys, I really like these radios. They've got a gyro inside too. I haven't played with that too much, but that is something I definitely like to do for a drift car. And they have fantastic range. This radio has some of the best range out of at any of my radios. In fact, I'm going to use this radio with a range extender, and that'll be for the Limitless build when we build our 100 and, well, it's looking like we're going to build 150 mile an hour Limitless. That's the goal anyways. Originally it was 120 miles an hour, and we got doing research and we ordered a TP 5650 motor for it. We ordered some graphenes for it. We got the Mamba Monster Max 8S. I think I said that wrong. It's been called so many different things. I was gonna go with the XLX2, but XLX or an XLX2, but I didn't want to deal with fires. So MMX 8S, no fires according to what I'm reading if I use it properly. So super excited about that. Anyways, got to get away from that. Back to the Kraton build. Okay, guys, we've got some parts. Waiting for the last bag. Oh, I didn't go over the new set of tires for it. Monstrous tires. These are, I actually ran these one quick run in the driveway on the Typhon. They're way too big for it, but they're an awesome tire. They do balloon a bit, but they actually don't balloon nearly as much as you'd think they would. Anyways, they're good for air control, but Copperhead 2s, awesome tire. So you can see the size of these things. This gets me excited. All right, guys. I think I've covered about all the parts I've got today. We're gonna have another bag of parts coming in a week. Next week, we're gonna start this build, and it'll be a nice quick build. I'm gonna cover the complete build in videos, and you know, you guys can jump through the videos, stop wherever you need to when you're doing your builds, and get the advice you need or the information you need, and then move on. But don't forget to subscribe. All right, guys, rubber down. Real quick, I just want to add to this video. Thank you, Jennysrc. You guys are awesome. Not only for the parts that I've been getting from you, for like excellent prices. I gotta say, your prices are really good. They're really fair. On top of that, you replaced that order that you know, you could see that it went through the border intact. So maybe you guys thought about the packaging could have been a little crappy or whatever. Not a huge deal. Like, that's the only thing I would recommend, is maybe upgrade the packaging in the future. But you can't help it if customs is going to cut it open. Like, what, you know, it's just a hard thing. There's nobody to blame in this. My package got lost. At the end of the day, it got replaced by Jennysrc. You guys are awesome. So I just wanted to give a shout out to you guys. Guys, check them out on eBay, Jennysrc.